Hey, what's going on, black people? Today, I want to talk to you about a situation that came up on Twitter. Yes, on Twitter, the haven for black male hatred. There was a woman who put a status up about her man not being able to tell her that she can't go outside, wearing very few clothes or whatever she wanted to do. And I told her she can't have it both ways, but I didn't get to explain that properly. What I mean is that women have two choices. Either you can be protected or you can be independent, but you can't do both. Because when something is protected, there's a cost to be paid. If somebody starts shooting outside my house right now and I see a group of black women and I rush over to protect them, I'm paying with my life for the protection that they get. So you understand that this protection, it costs me something. It's not free. They don't give it out. They don't just say, here, do you want protection? It costs people things to protect you. So in order for me to pay that cost, there must be something that you have to pay. And that thing is the respecting the acknowledgement for the sacrifice that I'm making. And we live in this time where there's so much hatred for black men that respect and that admiration and that praise is not being paid. Instead, everything about black men is negative. That's a very small price to ask, is that I'm willing to give my life to protect you, but you can't take a crap on me and my values and what I stand for as a man and my manhood. The other thing is that you have another option, and most of you women chose it. You chose independence. You listen to the Beyonce, you listen to the Webby song, you listen to Lil Boosie, and you decided that you don't need a man for nothing. And that's perfectly fine. That's well within your rights. But you have to understand, once you declare independence, that means the black man no longer has any responsibility for you. Let me break this down in terms that you understand. That is the female equivalent of me going to get a white woman. Once you see me with that white woman, you understand in your mind that he no longer has any affiliation with black issues because he's changed sides. When you declare that you are independent, you change sides. You have put that tassel on your head to the other side. You have graduated to something else. And no man is going to protect any woman who declares herself as an independent. Why? Because independent persons and things do not require your protection. They don't need you. You are not necessary. That's the message you send to black men when you declare this quote unquote independence. The United States is an independent nation. It does not rely on Canada or Mexico to come in and police it and arrest criminals. The United States has that. It has its own police force. So here you go, independent woman. We need you to go ahead and police for yourself. If a threat comes, don't call a black man. You call yourself, because you have declared your independence and you don't need us. That's what you traded off in the 60s and the 70s when we got to that point where you decided that your independence was more important than a unit and a structure and a working community. You see, in working communities, women are protected because they're understood to be valuable. Men step up. Men receive the praise, the adoration, and the props for what they're doing because they're risking their lives, and women accept that. They take that role and they run with it because they understand that without men to protect them, they are defenseless against other men. So what's it going to be, black woman? I'm going to put it to you. Do you want to be independent and declare your independence and tell black men that you don't need them? Or do you want to be protected? And you decide that you don't spit this negativity about black men. You acknowledge them. You realize that they are making sacrifices for you. You recognize the value of a black man in your life and handling his business out here. And you decide to shut up with this negativity. You can't have both. You can decide to run your mouth. You can decide to be as feminist as you want. You can declare you don't need me. Those are all within the bounds. But do not expect me to lay my life down and to risk my life and my very being for someone who does not show me the proper respect. Respect is currency for men. Respect is highly important. Your adoration is important. Your praise is important. Black men do a lot and go through a lot simply to be praised by women. So the decision is yours. You're going to go out the house naked, that's fine. Declare yourself an independent. But if you're going to be protected and you're going to be my black woman, then you're going to understand my worth as a black man, and you're not going to spit this negativity. That means turn the Oprah and the Gayle off. This is Jonga Diop, and I want you to answer that question. Are you independent or are you protected?